Hi, this is Kim Para, and welcome to video number 6, where I will show you how to create and insert a custom header onto your website. So let me show you what a completed header looks like. I'm going to take you to my site, my personal website. And as you can see, this is the nuts and bolts of my website down here. These are my tabs of my navigation. And this section up here, this is called my header. I created it and I inserted it there. It's like the title of my website. So we're going to learn today how you can create your own and how you can put it on your website. The first thing I'm going to do is take you to my Microsoft Word page. Now when I build a website, one of the things that I do is I always open up a new folder on my computer and I call it my website files. And things that I make, something like this header, I'll always keep the files in that folder for the future in case I want to make some changes. So I made this Microsoft Word page and I call it my header worksheet. Now, I go into Google Images and I search for whatever I have in mind and then I play with it a little. So for instance, I happened to look up teacher website headers and I found this one right here. Now I'll give you a little idea on how you can play with your images. You can see how easy I was able to move that around, but on this one, I can't move this one on the bottom. The reason is because after I downloaded the image, I double click it, and I come up here to, it'll go into picture tools when you do that, and I come in here into text wrap. And when I click the text wrap, I always put in front of text. And that allows me now to move it around. So I'm going to come down here now and double click down here, go to text wrap, in front of text, and then it's going to allow me to move this. It's a little secret I learned once that'll help you manipulate graphics when you're working in Microsoft Word. So let's say I wanted to use this as my header. I can go into here, I can go insert, text box, draw my text box, draw it right in there. And I can type in, this is Para's class, room 14. And I can center it. I can make the font larger. I can even play with the font if I want to. We have the chalk, I like the chalk font. We have it on here. I guess not, that was a custom one that I found. Put that one on there. I can change the color of it, make it look pretty blue. And then I can go in here and I can take my text box. I can format the shape of my text box and get rid of the line. There you go. And now I just created a custom header for myself. So what I would do with that, the way I would save that, is I would go down to my snipping tool on the bottom here, which you can't see because it's below where I'm printing, where I'm videotaping. I'll show you that in class. I take my snipping tool and I come up here and I'm going to grab this graphic. And that's what the snipping tool looks like. It's a pair of scissors. It's called the snipping tool. I'm going to take this and I'm going to save it. And I'm going to save it in my file that says Google Site Video Tutorials. Okay, that's the site that I'm using. I'm going to put in here header 1 and save it. So that's one graphic I just created, length in the size, a rectangular size for a header, if I want to use that one. Now, I'm going to come down to my next one. If I want this to be a white header with nothing in the background, I can take this box here, I can copy it, I can paste it down here. No, that didn't work. Okay, that's because I used the wrong thing. I'll make a new one. Insert, text box, draw the text box. I can draw my text box in here. Do the same thing. This is Paris class, room 14. Center it, make it large as I want. I can go into here, change the body if I want. Okay, I'll use that like that. I'll bold it, make it red if I want, a nice pretty red color. And then I can get rid of the line when I go into format shape. Get rid of that line, no line. And now I can put my pictures wherever I want to put them. Now you see how I drug this over and it actually started to go behind the text box? What you can do is double click this. And when you go to the top here, it's going to say next to the text wrap, because when you double click it, it's going to take you into the picture tools format. Bring it forward. And I'll put down here, bring it forward. And that'll bring that graphic forward. Same thing with this one, if it was too close. And you can see there's a line here. Double click it, bring forward. I have to just click it again, bring forward. Okay. Bring it to front, here we go. And now I can bring this a little bit closer. Now I'm ready to grab that with my snipping tool, and now I've created another header. So I'm going to grab the snipping tool down here, and I'm going to figure I want it to be about this big, and I'm going to put it like this, and I'm going to save it in my Google file, and I'm going to call it header 2. Header 2. Okay. The last one is really easy to do. I could just do welcome, and I could say Mrs. Parra's class room 14, and I could grab that too. I'm not going to go through the steps. I just wanted to give you an idea of all the different things you can do. You can essentially create your own header and then grab it with a snipping tool, save it as a JPEG, and then you'll import it into your website. Okay, so now you know how to create your own header. You can make whatever you want. I do recommend that you keep them in a rectangular shape, because you'll see when you go to import them, they'll look funny if you don't have them in the right shape. Now we're going to go over to our website. And here's the website that I'm using. So I would like to now upload my header to my website. I'm going to start off by going over to the More Actions button up here that has the year. And I'm going to go down to Edit Site Layout. Again, we're back to Edit Site Layout. I'm going to click Edit Site Layout, and I'm going to put my cursor not where the Edit Horizontal navigation is. I'm going to go a little bit higher. And when I go a little bit higher, it says Edit Site Header. I'm going to show you that again. I just slowly, I'm not even pressing the mouse. I'm just dragging it. And as soon as I get to the horizontal navigation area, the first one pops up, Edit Horizontal Navigation. I go a little higher, I get Edit Site Header, and I click. So, this is the box now. We're going to configure that header. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to pick a custom logo. I'm going to choose the file. So the file now is on my desktop. I have to go find it. It's in my, let's see, all files. I guess I didn't put it there. I thought I saved it there. Okay, that's a new one. We'll try this again. Maybe just put it on my desktop. We'll choose a file. Let's go to my desktop. Right there. Ah, here we go. Here's my header 1, right there. Open. Now, I want it, the alignment, I want it to be in the center. So I'm going to put middle over here, and I'm going to put center over here. And I also said use the theme default value. I'm going to see what it looks like using the theme measurements. I'm going to hit OK. And then I hit close. And now I have my header on top of my web page.